Now, let's start using AIstructure-copilot for parameter setting. Select the corresponding layers, and click the right mouse button to complete the selection after selecting the corresponding layers individually. The software will then close the selected layers for the user to check if all are selected. Once the selection is complete, the user can click on the Show Selected Layers Only button in the menu bar to check the selection results. After confirming that everything is correct, click the OK button to complete the selection check. Once the check is finished, click on the Axis Line Extraction button and select each standard layer one by one to complete the axis line extraction. After completing the axis line extraction, conduct spatial contour recognition for each standard layer. The software will automatically check if the building outline lines are closed. The user can make modifications and adjustments to some local components that are not well recognized. Click on the Modify Layers function in the menu bar for adjustments. Here, we demonstrate a component modification by changing the wall that can have a shear wall installed to a partition wall that cannot. The corresponding layer will then be changed to warm off. Continue to adjust this component to a door and window component layer, and it will change accordingly. Similar operations can be used to set a wall to be a component that must have a shear wall installed. Similar operations allow us to designate a specific wall as an element that requires shear walls to be set. The demonstration of this operation is complete. We will revert the element back to allowing shear walls. Now, let's return to parameter settings to check if the design information is correct and adjust seismic parameters as needed. Next, we begin the process of assembling floors based on actual conditions, completing the parameter settings and floor assembly of the standard levels. Upon completion of floor assembly, users can choose the Design Information Verification function to check and confirm. The pre-processing work is complete. Click on the Resume Wall Beam Slab Intelligent Design button. Following the prompts, successively select standard levels and their corresponding reference points to start the intelligent design process. The standard levels will align according to the position of the reference points. Once the intelligent design is complete, users can check the results on the right side. Users can click on the menu bar to display cross-sections and loads, and the software will pop up a Structural Properties display interface. Users can choose to display relevant structures and loads as needed. It is important to note that when displaying loads, vertical loads will be represented using, and horizontal loads with. If the load is 0, it will not be displayed. Clicking on the Modify Structure Load function button will pop up a structural design adjustment interface where users can choose to add new structures as required. The loads will be marked for display. The software will show it in the way of dead load in parentheses, live load. If the load is 0, it won't be shown. Clicking the button to modify cross-section load will bring up the structural design adjustment interface. Users can choose to add new construction or adjust the properties of existing ones as needed. Now we will add a new retaining wall construction with a thickness of 200 mm. In the Construction Properties interface, input the relevant attribute information based on the actual situation, and then use the left mouse button to click on the corresponding points one by one to complete the operation. We can also adjust the properties of the existing shear wall, for example, adjusting the thickness of the shear wall here. Check the properties of the shear wall after adjustment, it's completed. Similar operations include building a beam with the main load of 5 knots per m and live load of 1 knot per m, which is also completed. Now let's demonstrate the operation of adding a slab. When the user clicks the New Slab button, the Construction Properties interface will pop up. After inputting the relevant properties based on the actual situation and picking each corner point of the slab one by one, confirming with the right mouse button or with an enter space operation after the last point completes the selection. Also, if the user selects the last corner point again after selecting the last corner point, forming a closed polygon, that will complete the selection as well, finishing the new slab operation. This we have completed the operation of creating a new floor slab. Similarly, we can adjust the properties of the slab. Set the live load to kilonewtons per square meter. Check the modifications have been completed. Click the Material Usage Forecast button to start forecasting the material usage. The intelligent forecast results will appear under the intelligent design results. The software also provides structural component verification, checking basic information about components. Now let's demonstrate this function. We'll delete some shear wall thicknesses and set them to 0. Also, we'll overlap a part of a shear wall or beam. Then, the design of the shear wall components at these two positions will have errors. Now we execute the structural component verification function. As can be seen, the software clearly points out the two components that are problematic. After modifying the problematic components and executing this operation again, all checks are correct and we can continue with subsequent work. Click on the Structural Analysis and Optimization function button in the menu bar to begin analysis. The project management interface that appears will display basic project information, input information, and results from several different design methods. The user can choose one or several of these for further analysis and optimization. Next, we choose the diffusion model for analysis and optimization. By clicking the Analyze and Optimize button, a dialog box will pop up, where the user can make selections according to their actual needs. If there is no need to modify the AI-generated design, click the Next button directly to begin the analysis. If the user has modified the AI-generated design result in the CAD interface, they can click Manual Selection and pick up the modified layers one by one. The analysis will begin on the basis of the modified design. Once started, pay attention to the analysis status bar, which has 4 states. 1. Waiting, indicates that another user I******O, analyzing, indicates that this program is carrying out analysis calculations. 3. Analysis successful, means that the analysis has ended and users can view related results. 4. Analysis failed, suggests that the analysis and optimization process was unsuccessful. Users may adjust and try again or contact our staff to find the cause of failure. It is worth noting that during the analysis, the user can close the project management interface and perform any other operations in the CAD interface. Once the analysis is completed, a dialog box notifying the end of the analysis will pop up. If the user also closes the CAD software during the analysis and optimization features will continue on the cloud. The next time the user opens CAD and enters the analysis and optimization section for query, the processes will continue. After a successful analysis, clicking on the PKPM calculation results display will bring up a dialog box, displaying key indicators to the user and allowing downloading of the results into an Excel spreadsheet. .pkpm model download button can be clicked to download the optimized PKPM model to the local computer for further design work. Click the Auto Optimize Design button. The AI optimizes the design and draws the results in CAD, and also synchronizes the calculation results in CAD. Users can query the completed design projects through the Project Management function button in the menu bar, and also perform model downloads and other related operations. Clicking on the software information reveals the current software version. Clicking on the Message Notification function button allows you to see the latest messages released recently.